tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic.
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. With that, let's head inside the Ford Field in Detroit. We're standing by are the two men who will bring you this one, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded at the 2. Continuing to fight for more. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Still going. They can't stop him. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them out of the end zone for the 2-point play.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And a peek now at the offense for Tampa Bay.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Hudson. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
When you talk about pure speed on the corner, you have to talk about Darius Slay because this guy in high school, 100-meter, 200-meter state champ, he can flat out run. The thing he's looking to increase, takeaways. Only 7 takeaways in his last 4 seasons. He wants to live up to his nickname, which is Big Play Slay.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, blue ready. 51. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Now it's the former Badger Dare Ogunbowale. And the ball is knocked out, and the Lions have recovered.
Let's go, bro.
Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for our defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up.
Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. On first down, Stafford here. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now. Stafford on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Stafford now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
A look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. The second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Winston now. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 29.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Winston now finding Godwin, complete, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
A run with Ogunbowale. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is caught by Dare Ogunbowale. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Jameis to throw it. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 26 and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jameis throwing here. That's complete to Perriman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
After the penalty, it's Jones. The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
Check, check. 40's mark. 40's the mark. 40's the mark.
Brings up second down.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
32 yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not
defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Golladay. 68 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Draw play, Winston to Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Here's Hogan Bawale, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Here's Winston. That's caught by Howard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now.
Now Jones, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A handoff here to Hogan Bawale, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's done with it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Winston to throw for it on 4th. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. Stafford to his tight end, James. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. The 2nd down throw for Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. To throw, Winston. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 33 yards that time. From the red zone now, Winston. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Perriman there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Winston and the Bucs. Jameis again. And Winston lost the football.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Stafford going to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.